SJB, actually there was no division. The other parties, actually the SJB and the other main component was the Peratugami party, forward party. So actually they and we are poles apart, right? Our policies, our programs, our actions, right? Everything is different to them. They can never understand our feelings as the same. We understand their feeling, but it is completely different. Their path of capturing power may be different to us. So when you march together with these type of people, it happens, the division comes up, right? Because the decisions taken at the political process will differ between the two parties. So therefore, actually, my idea is it doesn't matter that everybody to be in a joint platform. But when you organize a demonstration or anything, the SJB should lead. It should be the demonstration led by the SJB and joined by the others. Not that we go and join with those people. So then that is what happens now, right? So they showed that they have no idea about the unity of the forces. They don't want even. So therefore we have to rethink about our strategies if we to launch struggles against the government. Yes, some people feel, but that this is not the stage for demonstration or protest. Because during Gotabe's time, he brought the economy to the rock bottom, right? So this is not a economic crisis, this is a financial, monetary crisis, right? So when there is a monetary crisis, we don't have dollars, we don't have rupees either, right? So then without anything only, that Ranil Wickremesinghe took over. So there is a feeling that he is managing something, some way, right? This is the reality, political reality. Because I am, as a experienced politician, I am looking at the way he was managing the economy. So he tries to do his best. So we can't expect actually magical decisions by him, right, at once. So it takes time. So we have to actually oppose his other anti-people actions only, but not the economic program. If we are against the economic program, then we have to actually submit alternative proposals. Otherwise, today the people won't believe just opposition, because the present generation is very much educated than our generations. So if we criticize something, they always expect what your alternative is, right? So therefore, is it a time to protest? Because from the numbers which had come yesterday also, it's that. Now, when I am addressing the SJB these Balamandala meetings, what I have observed and what I have told the other people also to observe, when we are attacking the Pohottuwa, we are attacking the Rajapaksas, there is a lot of cheering. But when our speakers attack Ranil, there is not much of a cheer, right? Because he was our former leader, and UNP is a sister party, not our foe, right? So we were a breakaway, and we broke away not on party policies, right? Not on not because we are different in the policy program. Whatever the economy, about the national question, we are the same. So there were problems with Ranil about the party, the handling of the party. That was all. So that was not the main cause for the people. So therefore, today actually the problem is there are divisions in the protest. Numbers are less in the protest. That is because the people in the villages, the people's problem is not the problems that have been discussed among the middle class of the urban area. Now we say we are fighting for human rights. Now what is the main human right? It is the actually your meals, your food. Food is the main this thing. If you don't have your food, you don't live. You die, right? Without food, starvation, right? Once you have meals only, then they will think about other the political freedom, freedom to write, freedom to criticize, all those things, right? First we have to feed the people. Now today the situation in the country is where most of the people are starving. Due to what the Rajapaksas and Gotabe had done to the country, most are starving. The children, they are crying for milk food, right? And the patients don't have drugs, and they have no devices to perform surgeries. So many, there is no material, chemicals to perform lab tests and other investigations. So with all that, first we have to cater to those things. Then only actually in a society where all these things are fulfilled, then the people will think of the next stage about our rights, about democracy, human rights, fundamental rights, all those things. So they are the luxuries. So this is where we have to have a program, and if we to have a anti-government program, so we have to analyze this properly and go ahead. Otherwise, we can just go ahead with some party activists and the party people, but the general masses are out. That is why we have now in all the surveys done in the country, the majority of the percentage is non-committal. Right? They are not bothered, right? When you count, about 50-60% are silent. Purpose is actually that was proposed not by us but by the Peretugami, because they are, those are extreme political parties, right? Even the Marxist parties, they are the extreme Marxist parties, right? Whatever they say about democracy, their main belief is some armed struggle, right? It's to win power through struggle. Right? Not through the present democratic means. So therefore, they suggest these things because their analysis is they are just above the people. So in politics, you can't be above the people or below the people. You have to march with the people. Then only you can achieve a government of the people. No, actually, those people who hooted our leader, the opposition leader, and all that. Now, you think that the people who are really genuine of a struggle against the government will hoot another leader who is also fighting against the government, right? Their way of struggle and our way of struggle is different. But they must understand when they join with us that our actually our two systems are different, right? So if they are real people friendly, they can never hoot another leader, no, right? All those parties, actually the sectarian politics shows it is the extreme politics. I totally agree with you, because our people, we have done a mistake, right? We have just gone with them, right, all out, right? So you can never have a struggle with those people all out, right? We are the main opposition party in the country, right? We have got millions of votes at the last elections, right? So we cannot be dictated by a people not even got even 1 lakh of votes at the last elections, right? How can they dictate to us, right? So first they have to prove themselves that democratically they are accepted by the people. So the main thing is that we should not go with anybody for the struggle, right? We have to decide about on our own. We have had a demonstration. We could have brought more people than yesterday's, right? Our party machinery can give. Actually, our people could have brought more than this. SLP leader Maithripala Sirisena last week announced saying that Ranil has brought the country out of the mess, right? The general secretaries are demonstrating against the same president. I don't know which SLP is that, right? Whether Maitri is or Dayasir is what commands the SLP. You know, now there are two alternatives to the political future now. One thing, right, we topple Ranil, we take over, right? I asked those who are handling our economics, Harsha and Iran, can you bring the economy to normalcy? They totally said no. Then I asked the leader whether you can. No. So even we have to face this mess, right? It has gone right down to the bottom, right? So that means if we chase out Ranil and we take over the powers, it will be the same. The people will have to face all these difficulties for some time to recover the economy. One, right? We feel the other alternative, right? Then we don't go for. But Ranil moves forward with all the protests and all the divisions and everything. He moves forward and he somehow recovers the economy to a certain level. Then what happens? Even that the people will rally around Ranil because he had got the country out of the mess. He who had helped at least the people at least to have not 3 meals, 2 meals, right? At least he will give a little milk food to the children and the drugs pharma to the poor patients, right? Those things and the fuel and everything. So even that we have no role. It is Ranil. So then what should be the proper alternative? That it should be a government of all parties, all party government. That is what I profess from the very beginning. There is no purpose in doing politics at a stage of this. The poor people in the village, they are not bothered about politics, right? Their only politics is to find the next meal, right? About feeding the child. That is the only field. Now today also I was in this thing. When I ask this thing, they say yes, right? So therefore, actually the only solution is to have an all-party government and to have an all-party arrangement for that economic as well as development for some time. So once we achieve, then the people will not be suffering. The people will be come to some normalcy. Then we can play our politics. Then the people won't blame us.